And we're back for another political cadence. That was our spectacular intro that was put together by Rob Wilds of the Anti-Social Network.
We forgot to mention the Republican in the attic. It might be a Republican because it's already cost us $350.
Right. We got a raccoon up there.
Oh.
Yeah, we had to hire Billy the Exterminator. He came out today.
Well, Ron, what's he call himself? Ron Critter House or something like that.
Okay.
He's got a cool cowboy hat, just kind of like Billy did. And he's got the, you know.
I've got vanilla almond milk and Kahlua today.
Oh,
ooh,
nice.
That looks good.
I was gonna make White Russians yesterday, and I put on my gloves and got to the bottom of this big chest freezer thing we got in the garage and found it. Pulled it out, and as I was putting all the food back in the freezer, knocked it off the wooden step I set it on, and it shattered.
Oh, damn.
Use.
Womp womp.
So I've been making, this is my second one in 2 days, vodka-less White Russian.
Got it. Well, you know, it's you got some of the flavor.
Hey, almond milk and Kahlua is good enough for me.
And I think Will's been cracking open a couple bottles too because of Ohio State beating Michigan today. So.
That reminds me, we forgot.
Even I know that's meaningful.
Yeah.
OH.
Right. Yeah. So that's one Ohio team. Well, it's two Ohio teams that's won a game this week. So we're getting back up off the mat here, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no sports for me until spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I watched the Cyclones lose to Toledo.
Oh, I miss the Cyclones.
It's not the same without Wildman Walker, I don't think. You know?
At all.
Without the Gardens either.
Yeah, I imagine it's not the same without Cincinnati Gardens.
Yeah,
Lou seems to have a good time going down there.
Does he? Well, he's a big hockey fan, Lou is.
Yeah.
We ought to have him on again
at
some point. He's a very good character.
Yeah.
Some of his different incarnations.
Yeah.
Would be familiar to Will. All right. But so here we are. We're coming together. We all, we all really dig each other's company, but we always come together twice a week or every 2 weeks to talk about some bad news. And that's the Trump administration. And they fill up those 2 weeks with pretty much a whole cornucopia of bullshit.
Occasionally good news. There's a little bit of good stuff.
That is very true. It's starting to, things are starting to open up. Things are starting to look a little bit sunnier on the other side of the tunnel. So it's just a matter of if it's a train or not, right? But that's a good point, Aaron. I did when I created notes today, I kind of went down a list of things that are starting to turn a little bit.
Yeah, I was reading the nominees for the F Ups of the Fortnight, and I was like, oh yeah, that happened. That was cool.
Right. I feel like, I don't know, you guys can I'll kick it off here. I feel like the gathering storm around Pete Hegseth is pretty dark and noisy. We've talked about the attacks on the Venezuelan boats in international waters, what the efficacy of that or the morality of that or the legality of that really is the main point. We've kicked that around a little bit, and I think that's already specious. That's already open for debate. But some things have come to light in the last few days that make it even darker and potentially problematic for the Trump administration.
In the words of the dude, new shit has come to light.
New shit has come to light, yes. There was apparently an attack in September where there was a boat. Again, this boat, if you want to believe the Trump administration, was without question, unequivocally, a drug cartel boat loaded with drugs that were,
headed for the United States.
Headed for the United States, and these men on the boat had been tried and convicted and executed by the United States military. So that's something that's probably, at some point, that is going to be addressed. But a couple of military personnel have come to light recently that said that on that occasion, at least, if not on all occasions, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, actually Secretary of Defense, had put out kill them all orders. Yeah,
Go
just
for
like
Mexico.
Metallica, kill them all. It's like, basically no quarter. Okay. And so what happened when this first strike hit on the September boat? There were 2 survivors that they could see on their film, and the commander in charge of the attack decided to go ahead and fulfill, Precious Pete's orders and go ahead and finish the job and kill the 2 men who were trying to fight for their lives in the waters.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was one of the first boats, right?
Yep.
That was the first boat.
And
I wanted to say the first boat, but I wasn't positive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
This would be a crime, or what they call war crime, if there was even a war going on. But there's not even a war going on.
Nope, it was straight up murder.
So I've heard it called cold, straight up murder. Straight
an
up
act of
murder.
war,
Yeah.
act of aggression.
Right. But if you
act of terror, if you will.
Right. But I mean, even if you accept this idea that these are drug runners, the fact remains that these ships have been
they're
found.
Still humans with rights.
There's no due process.
No.
There's no evidence. I mean, these boats don't even have the infrastructure, the fuel, and the ability to get across to the continental United States on the amount of fuel that they were probably carrying. So it's unlikely they were actually headed towards the United States.
They also were not, according to Vector, headed in the direction of the United States.
But this latest angle, I think,
which all brings us to
even
release
solidifies
the
it as exactly.
Every segment should end with release the Epstein files.
Right.
I think that's what this distraction's supposed to distract from.
Well, also keep in mind, guys, that one of the survivors was actually identified as a fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's highly, even if he wasn't, he is. Ours is a system where people should receive due process. The correct act would be with these boats would be intercept them in the waters, board their vessel, investigate, arrest. Not just
there should be handcuffs somewhere.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
On live humans.
Right. So I don't know. Do you think Hegseth is he going to be saved by Grandpa Trump here again on this? I mean, is it possible? How in the heck can they?
No. Trump loves the guy.
He does love the guy,
and he'll take any shit. He's Trump's shit covering umbrella.
Well, anyone that embarrasses Trump ends up ends up being attacked, and Trump just basically throws him under the bus, case in point, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
But is this embarrassing Trump? I think he's all for it.
Well, considering that he's now one step away from invading Venezuela, I'd say after shutting down their airspace.
Right. But might the verdict be passed down from the rest of the world? Will it supersede?
It's one of those serves at the pleasure of the president jobs, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
are we looking at a future where?
I don't know if he can be impeached or forcibly removed by someone other than the president.
I don't know.
Military tribunal, maybe, if there's a court martial. I don't know.
Well, the UN has passed judgment on it.
The Hague.
Yeah. And Great Britain, I believe, has condemned it. And, are we looking at a future where Hegseth, if he goes to the wrong country on some sort of diplomatic visit in the future, he's going to be apprehended? And
I hope so. That'd be sick.
Hope so.
I would say so.
Similar to the way Netanyahu can't go to most of the world. He can come here, of course, but he he offboards in the wrong country, and his ass is going to be strung up in town square.
Did our no, I'll leave that for the fuck ups of the fortnight.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But wouldn't he be guilt by association? I mean, this is coming to a head, kind of. I feel like this is one step that has taken this story to a whole new level.
Uncharted territory, basically.
Yeah. The dark nature, the criminality, the blood that's on their hands as a result of this is pretty damning.
Yep. It's going to look pretty bad after they release the Epstein files.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's Aaron,
I love that.
I don't think we're letting the Epstein file. I think that's just going to be like the dessert.
No.
That's going to be at the dessert after the Thanksgiving dinner here.
But I think until the Epstein files are released,
room for Trump.
Until they're released, Trump and Hegseth can do what they want.
Yeah, you're probably right. He's at least untouchable domestically. Hegseth is, but I think it's interesting this whole idea of you look at what Netanyahu has to deal with this underworld stage, and it made in very short order because Trump loves to get into a plane and go and shake hands and do photo ops with Xi Jinping,
receive
like that.
Gifts.
Yeah. If he can't do that, that's going to be interesting. But that's by no means the only thing going on right now. I just felt like that was the most topical this weekend.
Now let's not forget the way he attacked 2 female reporters. He called one piggy, and then he turned around and asked another one, "Are you stupid?"
Right.
It was
he called Tim Waltz retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
At this point, Trump attacking you in a press conference, you're doing a good job, and it's a badge of honor. You called me piggy. I must be doing a good job.
So, when these things happen,
quality reporting.
Why is there not the reporter that's standing next to her? Why isn't that reporter saying, "Wait a minute, no, you didn't answer her question. I'm going to ask you that again"?
That reporter's probably from Newsmax.
Right.
I know what you're saying. Or that
99 isn't 80 to 90% of the reporters there to stroke his ego.
Pretty much.
They're not reporters.
Yeah, they've got the podcasters in there too now.
Yeah.
Well, so you're only getting one legitimate reporter per news conference.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, more or less.
If there's anybody,
and they're trying to eliminate them too.
You don't let him get away with this bullshit. You keep
stop
the question.
letting him get away with shit.
I think they're letting him. They're letting him block the AP reporter now.
Even his own.
My thing is, I'm sorry, Lisa. My thing is, why didn't any of the reporters in that room stand up for Cortez?
Right.
Yep.
Or Cortez.
It's frustrating.
I mean, even his own party isn't letting him get away with trying to restate Obamacare for 2 years and call it his own health plan.
Yeah. Well, as long as he keeps it going, though.
It's frustrating watching these things, and you would expect the.
It just said,
if there are legitimate reporters there, you would expect more of a collective attack, a response to his, basically just throwing up barriers. This question was about the question where he called her stupid. Well, she was asking him about the fact that the DC shooter had been an Afghan that was allowed into the United States under a program that protected Afghanis who were in trouble in Afghanistan from terrorist retribution. A Biden era, protection program. But she was asking him, they had a chance to vet him and remove him from the country, but the Trump administration went ahead and gave the shooter a visa or clearance.
Yeah, they were the ones that signed off on it. The process began under Biden, but it was the Trump admin that finally stamped it.
Right. So how she was questioning him on how he could throw it all into the court of the Biden administration when his administration had been complicit. And of course, he doesn't answer any of these questions.
No.
You know, ideally, I remember when I was a kid, something like that would come up in a news conference, and it'd be like a pack of wolves. You'd be like, okay, you didn't really answer. I'm going to re-ask you this question. And that's the way our system is kind of supposed to work. But
yeah, that's when you don't have hand-picked press.
Right. Like that Glenn, whatever the fuck his name, MTG's boyfriend, who was admonishing Zelensky for not having a suit. That was the most disgusting display.
Yeah.
But excuse me. Oh, I'm having an attack. But I mean, it's like it's almost always women, isn't it? With Trump, I mean, doesn't he seem to have a pretty deep-seated misogyny?
Anytime he calls somebody low IQ, they're not white-skinned. Also,
right. That is coded. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, he calls Jasmine Crockett low IQ.
Yeah, AOC
She's clearly
low
not,
IQ, and AOC has a very high IQ.
So does Jasmine Crockett, by the way. I mean,
Jasmine Crockett,
to her. She might use colorful language once in a while or whatever, but it doesn't disguise the fact that she's very lucid in her points and very good representative of Texas.
While AOC was in high school, NASA had a star named after her because of some discovery she had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. That was before she was the bar. They always bring up the fact that she was worked at a bar, as if that was some kind of problem.
And she was smart enough to handle drink orders and work with the public.
Well, work her way through college.
That's when her parents were sick and she had to take care of them.
Well, who's to say she didn't serve Pete Hegseth?
Yeah.
Right.
I assume most bartenders did.
So yes, I guess you want the regulars. How she should address him next time. So yeah, I'm struggling with allergies here. I'm sorry, people, but it's going to be a rough
Cincinnati
night.
flu.
That's right.
Are those lights on top of your headband there, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got the.
I didn't know if it was a glare or a light.
Yeah.
So okay, we talked about there seems to be there's an investigation we learned this weekend that's going to be done. It's a bipartisan, by the way, investigation. Senator Jack Reed and Republican Roger Wicker to investigate this incident from September, the Venezuelan assault, the double tap. That's what they call it, the double tap. So that led me to think, what are all the things we've seen over the last 2 weeks that are starting to work against Trump? Everything was coming up roses the first fucking 4 months or so. Everything was just a steamroll,
What are you guys thinking?
Groceries and gas aren't coming down like he promised on day one.
And like he says have already come down.
Yeah. And he lies every day about that, and the public knows that he's lying about it because they're paying for these groceries and energy and everything else.
Right.
And even if gas at the pump has maybe, gone back and forth, up and down, the gas in our house has just gone up and up.
Do you feel like he knows this?
Our natural gas.
Or is he getting fed a lot of bullshit by his cronies?
I think he's just making it up.
A combination of both.
I don't think he knows any of it. I think he's just winging it all. He doesn't go to briefings. He gives that impression.
He can't stay awake long enough for briefings.
No kidding. He'd fall asleep in the morning.
That reminds me, so the way he gets briefings now is some kind of like slick production, like Fox News type presentation. Like they don't come in with sheets of paper and memos and shit.
Yeah, because he's not going to read that shit.
Talking points or facts with him. They show him a little video, like something you would see on Fox News, in the evening.
Or 50
red
First
hair.
Dates.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's some kind of sanitized bullshit.
I don't know if he's even
Here's
watching
what's happened
those.
in
So.
the past.
Yeah. Well, you got to get his naps in, I guess.
Can't stay up long enough for a whole reel.
Well, he's up at 1 and 2 in the morning texting. So
Right,
I don't
he
know.
is.
Yeah, on the
3,
toilet.
4,
Right.
probably.
But or laying
Pushing
across
out
his
that
bed. How's that a
McDonald's.
visual? Laying across the bed, his robe,
Yeah.
sitting there texting, laying
Okay.
across Melania.
Now I've got a picture
Better visual
of
than
him
those
holding
quarter
his
pounders
phone.
plopping into the bowl.
I've got a picture of him holding his phone on his tummy with his feet in the air going kick, kick, kick. And stop making me see that picture in my head.
Putin, you still up?
It's just gross. Stop that.
Certainly, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. What the hell?
Now he's dressed like a girl.
Anyway,
Stop it.
And
I
he's got
think,
JD Vance next to him.
right.
Same pose. Different color outfit.
Yeah.
They're
And
wearing
lipstick.
matching baby doll 90s. And don't forget eyeliner. Oh, I'm sorry. Guyliner.
Well, I think there's more things that are starting to show that this is starting to crumble. Like Trump, like Lisa alluded to earlier, Trump attempted to, he's going to come back, he's going to have a health care plan, right? He's got more than the concept of a plan. Well, he came back and what he said was, we're going to renew Obamacare, essentially. There were a few more people that would have lost their health care, but we're essentially going to renew Obamacare for 2 more years. He was going to put his stamp on it and brand it and call it, probably Trump Care or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But even his own people could see through that and push
like,
back. No. He could not get anywhere with that. Now, that probably would have been a nice concession from the Republicans at this point, but
Yeah,
it
would
did
have prevented
show
the shutdown.
Right. It did show that he does not have the pool he had 4 or 5 months ago. That's
a lot
one thing.
We got some more GOP retirements since we last spoke, and allegedly more to come.
Yep. And the most recent is
Got-
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, one of his most loyal foot soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there's been a couple more. There's Troy Nels
It
of
seems
Texas.
like she started a trend.
And
The
Don
Dominoes
Bacon of Nebraska.
Don Bacon's for
They
sure.
only need
One
to flip.
person survives.
They need to flip 3 seats in the midterms. There's been
Yeah.
talk they might be able to flip that before the midterms if these people keep retiring.
Oh, from what I was seeing, there's a possibility that Tennessee could turn blue.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, it's really starting to crumble.
It would be red
No,
state as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Tennessee's way warmer than us.
Yeah.
We could move to Tennessee.
They got bigger bugs down there, though.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me.
Bigger
Bugs
raccoons.
don't want me.
they love me, boy.
Windier roads.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Why you got that right, Aaron?
If I don't want to see a mosquito, all I have to do is go outside. But Philip, they're all there.
Aaron knows what he's talking about. He knows I don't like driving that shit.
I know Phil.
Right.
I don't like them F-150s
No,
bearing down on
that's
my
true.
ass going
That's
75 miles an hour up a windy ass hill.
Yeah,
like that.
since he's as windy, hilly as he wants to get. And we avoid some of the areas of Cincinnati for that reason. I wanted to go to a restaurant in
downtown
behind Eden Park.
Oh yeah.
Mount Auburn.
I think it was on top of the former incline.
Okay. It was an incline. It was the incline house. I wanted to go there for my birthday, and he just flat out said no.
I don't
should have Ubered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, then I could have put a
Or
big
we
hole
could
on,
use
I guess.
Access. $4.40 door to door each way
Access bus.
for up to 2 people.
That
would
might
cause
be
all
worse
kinds
for
of
him.
commotion. Top way down there. Yeah, the
Why?
bus is like swaying and shit. Fuck that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I will make the sacrifice
No, he won't.
next time. to.
Are we in Louisville right now? No.
No, we're not in Louisville.
So he ain't made no sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
Not
So
having
Christy
Trump
Nome.
arguments though.
I'm the one who sacrificed.
There's more cracks. Some more cracks in the edifice here.
Yeah.
Christy Nome. She's been outed as the administrator who went ahead and told. Remember back in probably March. Was it March or April? The plane with ICE detainees. The first one that was going to take them to El Salvador prison and disappear these detainees despite any kind of due process or anything. Judge Boasberg put out an order preemptively before they took off, not to take off. Well, Trump, the Republican Party is turning on their own here because they've outed Christy Nome as the administrator who told them to defy those orders. Now, that's going to be maybe not next week, or maybe she'll get complete immunity from Trump or something, but they know which throat to choke now, right? This type of
Which
thing.
throat to slit.
Yeah.
Stop suggesting things Christy would enjoy.
Right.
They know which puppy to shoot.
Which puppy to shoot? Perfect example. Yeah, perfect analogy. That's not humane, but at least it's
factual.
It's apropos.
Apropos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's another example. It's an example that the edifice is starting to crumble. The facade is starting to show wear and tear. Of course.
Yasiel Puig.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, cool! I love the horse.
Yeah.
Did it come with the horse, or?
Yeah, you've got the same one.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
What was the point of
We
the
don't
horse?
have that.
That's what I don't get.
We don't have the
His
horse.
nickname from Vin Scully. He's the Wild Horse.
We have that.
Okay. I thought we did.
Mm-hmm. Where?
I don't know.
You went to the game with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we might have misplaced
might
it
have
over
donated it
the
to
time
Goodwill or something.
of moves and stuff. No, we wouldn't have donated the one with the horse.
Oh,
Unless you did it when I wasn't looking or never brought it in the house.
that's crazy how everything seems to come back to something I've done to disappoint you. I'm sorry.
Honey, I'd have remembered the guy on the horse. Have you noticed my horse collection?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But
This
in my
completes
mind,
my
I think-
bobblehead collection, the Brennemans.
Yeah.
We
I
have
have
that,
two.
but I can't
Common
find
bird.
it. Oh, no, it's right there on the shelf. That one. No, I'm thinking of the other one. The one
was
where they're sitting at the desk and it's Marty and Joe.
This was a Thousand Oaks, California yard sale find.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bizarre.
I got that one. but-
Interesting. Yeah, we have that. Philip got that one at the game. I'm sure he had it, and maybe he gave it to
Maybe I gave it to
Ken's
Aaron
kid or
to give to
something.
his son or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. None of my kids have bobbleheads or are into sports at all. So.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I kind of knew that, but
Mhm.
so the redistricting efforts are falling
Yes.
apart. I think we covered this last time. It's in Texas and Indianapolis have rejected
Mhm.
redistricting
Texas, I
efforts
think
to try
they're-
to.
Texas is now a go again, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you might expect that from Texas, I guess, but it's not having the widespread
Support they
impact
they
that
hoped
that
for.
they had hoped for.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Support and impact.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the
Because
public
didn't
knows it's
Iowa
bullshit.
just get their redistricting plan struck down?
Who?
Iowa
Wasn't it Iowa?
Oh, maybe.
or Indianapolis.
Indiana.
Or
Iowa.
Indiana.
I know
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Iowa may have. I don't know if
It
they
was
were.
Iowa too.
I want Kahlua.
Federal
I'll see if I
judge
can
in
find
Iowa struck it down and told him to redraw a new one.
Yeah.
Try again.
That's another indication, I think.
Mhm.
Um,
That
The,
the Trump train is derailing.
Another example, I think, is when Trump kind of sucked off Zoran Mamdani when he made that visit to the White House a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
It's a
baby.
different kind of sucking off than what occurred with Bubba.
Yeah, right.
Released
He has
the
a history of this
Epstein
type of thing,
files.
which shows in the Epstein files, I hear. of sucking off his political opponents. But what was interesting about that is that leading up to it, Fox News was like, "Oh my God, this communist is coming to the White House. Trump is going to stand him up and knock him right. He's going to sock
They
him
were
right in
so
the jaw.
excited.
He's going to, and
So
as
excited.
he often does. What's his name? Taco, right? Trump chicken.
What is it? Oh, okay.
It's-
I thought you were saying Kankel's McTaco tits.
No,
But
Trump always
it definitely
chicken.
it cut the legs out of the Republican strategy. Socialist.
It did.
He's like, oh, I really agree with a lot of what he
does
said.
that. He's everybody's best friend in the room.
Well, he loves to latch on to anything that's cool, anything that's the bro culture. He loves Elon Musk was popular with young people, so he brought him in. Well, the money, of course, with Musk, but so no one should be surprised that he's trying to get a suntan off of the bright lights of a political superstar.
He was smiling so big, looking at Zoran.
Right. And even though I didn't really think
you can answer that, Zoran. You can answer that.
I mean, I almost felt like it was giving Trump too much of an assist for Mamdani to go. Like, he was hotter than a firecracker, having won the mayoral election. Why give Trump any kind of opportunity coming off that? But still,
because he can hold his own against anybody, Mamdani.
I guess so. It's not a big deal, and I think that actually, Trump did look bad. He did look bad if you really are analytical about it, not just the suck up. You would have to concede that he actually acquiesced to everything Mamdani wanted to.
He really hurt his party.
Yeah, hurt their feelings for sure. And then
he hurt his party's news outlets' feelings, but I think he hurt his party's strategy.
Yeah. Will, can you think of some other incidents where Trump has been a blustery asshole about somebody until he actually comes nose to nose with them? And
then he's their best friend.
It seems like a repeating refrain.
I would say a similar thing happened with Mao Zedong, or not Mao Zedong. Wow.
Governor,
no, North Korea.
Oh yeah, Mijin. Who is that?
Kim
Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Right up until it was all bluster and bluster and control in America, and then he gets there and he's like, yeah, he's a great guy.
What about the president of Mexico?
Remember Trump also referred to him as a smart cookie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he probably is smarter than Trump. Not hard.
Well,
is the president of Mexico a woman?
Here in the United States.
Isn't the president of Mexico a woman, or is that the previous?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I thought so.
In his first administration,
I have trouble believing that he went to Mexico and was like, yeah, she's a great guy.
No. It was the first administration. He went there and he said, we're going to build a wall, and Mexico is going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And basically, the president of Mexico said,
no, we're not.
He was like, no, we're not. Trump was like,
okay.
It's like he was very demure.
Mm-hmm.
So he had blustery in front of like defenseless reporters and shit like that. But often in the face of power, he's a weak man.
A little bitch.
Yeah.
Taco.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the president called a reporter ugly this week too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one I hadn't seen.
Ugly, stupid.
Because they wrote a detailed, data-driven report on Trump showing signs of aging.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he bragged about how he passed a dementia test.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Best MRI results ever.
Best MRI results ever.
Well, as if it's like a history quiz or math quiz or something where, it's just so ridiculous that he
An MRI is not a dementia test. Not really.
It basically, you either pass or fail a medical exam. It's not
I'd
like
say it
that.
was more along the lines of a concussion test.
Right.
Do you know your name?
Yeah. But
Yeah, which one's the elephant? Circle it.
right. Well, and then finally he's getting so he's starting to lose control of the MAGA group
Go cult.
that now he's trying to rebrand his followers as T-Publicans. Have you seen that?
Trying to bring
That's
back the Tea
hilarious.
Party or what?
I don't know. I guess Trump Republicans in his mind. But you know,
Also, it could allude to Tea Party. That's a good point, Aaron.
yeah. Maybe
Well,
maybe
it's the Tea Party that started the, shall we say, evolution of the Republican Party to what do we know it as now?
right.
Well, I think the Tea Party, a lot of the Tea Party scooted over into MAGA land.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much the whole of
It
it.
was the
But now he's
or-
trying to save that by, I don't know, are Tea Publicans to a side of MAGA, or are they MAGA elite?
I would say that, well, basically, they were the grassroots of MAGA.
The Tea Party was, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think MAGA is kind of an evolution of the Tea Party. But I'm talking about Tea Publicans, this new thing. Are they MAGA super elite? Are they, the dumbest of the dumb? Are they the smartest of the smart? I don't know.
I've never heard of
I'm
Tea
thinking
Publicans,
dumbest of
so
the
I'm
dumb.
still in the
Right,
dark
right.
on this one.
Right.
But
Yeah,
just
I've
wanted
do you
to-
spell
heard
it?
it come up in the news a couple times, and I just laugh at it.
It's
Yeah.
just, it showed up in an X post, late night
Among
post.
other things.
Yeah.
Is it
My Tea
TEA
Publicans out
Publicans
there.
or is it T
Yes.
No,
hyphen
T.
Publicans?
The capital T Publicans. Like
All run
Trump
together?
and Republicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
that's what I've seen. I don't know how Trump's spelling it. Because I didn't see the X post. You did, but I didn't.
Yeah. I saw it.
Mm.
I still don't know what the hell he means,
Mhm.
but I saw it. Oh, my mouse isn't
Oh,
working.
yeah. What is Trumplican? POTUS proposes T Publican, TE Publican. He proposed two spellings,
Ah.
Yeah.
according to the Hindustan Times.
But of course,
Oh, well, as long as the Hindus are saying it. No, I'm sorry. I just couldn't mess with that.
of course, the biggest indicator that it's falling apart, of course, was the mandate of the huge election loss they took in early November. But all these other things, I think they're all coming together.
Raise
I
the
don't like.
roof.
I feel like I'm like, you know what? I love doing this podcast because it's a chance to meet you guys and bullshit for a while. But politics are not like.
Oh, weren't Jeremy supposed to join us this week?
We decided maybe to put that on the shelf. Jeremy agreed.
Uh-huh.
He did.
Okay. No, I know Jeremy agreed.
Yeah.
You decided. Who's the we?
Oh yeah.
Was I consulted,
And
or
Jeremy
is
tapped
this
out.
why we're not in Louisville?
You got an axe to grind today.
I do.
Um,
I really didn't get to make any decisions, and all of the decisions that were made had nothing to do with things I needed. So,
well, this was not the best holiday.
no.
This was not the best holiday, and
No.
we hope that our brother
And that was Fanny ended up in the
Danny.
hospital.
feels better. But
Yes.
politics are not my favorite. I know, like Will, you love to watch college football. I love to watch baseball, music, and everything. We love doing it. Yeah, We'd love to have you on there once in a while. It's like, but you don't want to let off. You don't want to let off the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're changing anything here, but you don't want to let off the energy just because things are starting to seem to topple.
Release the Epstein files.
You kind of got to get a second wind. When I look at like MAGA, they seem to be quiet, and if not dissatisfied, content.
Mm-mm.
Like they,
Well, considering that a lot of
they
the
seem-
things that's been going on, like the temporary discontinuation of SNAP, how bad it's affecting them, along with medical care. It's
That's
like,
what
hey,
they
wait a
voted
minute,
for,
I didn't
right?
sign up for this.
Yeah, you did.
Too.
You actually did.
At the voting booth.
Right. And you got to
Hmm.
remember the big ugly bill
Hey,
is going
maybe
to
you
start.
should have let those Democrats vote twice.
The blowback from the big
Yeah,
ugly
wanted
bill
to
is
own the
going to hit.
libtards, so who's being owned now?
Right.
Yep.
So before we get to our fuck ups, I guess the other big story that I wanted to cover a little bit was the 6 senators, Alyssa Slotkin,
Yeah.
Mark Kelly. I didn't
Mhm.
list them all, but they did a really good. It kind of echoed what we had talked about earlier this year. We kind of talked about, if you're in the service, if you're a 19-year-old kid, you may not know this. You don't follow every order. If it's not your allegiance is to the Constitution, and you're not to follow illegal orders, and that's something that they learned that day one. It's it's actually
this is so heinous. We refuse to give it less gravitas by calling it an F up of the fortnight.
Right. There's a helpline that a
This
soldier
is a
can
feature
call.
story.
A soldier can call if they're given illegal orders. They can call this helpline and get consultation. So that's not controversial, and yet the president seized on this opportunity to suggest that they were participating in active treason or
These
sedition,
senators.
and should be put to death.
Not just senators. I mean, Mark
Yeah.
Kelly,
Sedition,
is a
right.
fucking
Put
space
to death
shuttle
for that.
pilot.
Right.
Right. Well, way
Gabby
more than
Gifford's
that.
husband,
He's
the lady
an
that was shot in the
astronaut.
head in
He's
Arizona.
a veteran.
Right.
Yeah.
Intimately familiar with political violence and the
Yeah.
dangers of rhetoric, and American hero, I guess. So
Yep.
more credentials in one man.
Firefighter.
than
And
the
I think
entire
all of them
administration.
are heroic in that they have faced this ridiculousness
Right.
just for making a PSA.
And no, he rolled it back. He kind of rolled it back the day after, saying, "Oh, I was just alluding to the fact that that's maybe would have been done back in the 1800s or some bullshit. It was already out of the bottle. He'd already said that. That was
Especially with
completely
the way that Pete Hegseth has now been going after Mark Kelly.
right.
Right.
And my thing is with Pete Hegseth, yeah, he's Billy Badass behind the camera. Let's put him on the front line and see what happens.
Right. And so what happened not long after to the National Guard that were brought into D.C. probably unnecessarily. They were doing a routine patrol around the White House.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And there was this act of violence against 2 National
Yeah,
Guard.
and you'll note that these National Guardsmen were catastrophically injured, and one of them is now passed away, and the flags are still at full staff.
Right. There was no half staff.
That
like there was with
really
Charlie
pisses
Kirk
me
or
off.
Sarah Beckstrom. No
That
half staff.
really pisses me off.
Right.
But they sure
That's
as hell
just a
proved that
really bad move.
Charlie Kirk was shot and killed.
Right. But they were very
Right.
quick to order 500 more troops to D.C., even though a federal judge had told them to
They can't
evacuate
do
the
it.
city.
Yeah.
So this, it's you don't want to escalate rhetoric, but the whole narrative has been twisted and contorted to with this false narrative about it being mostly leftists that are, inflaming violence. It's bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. It's
They're
very
currently
dangerous.
talking up the violence that I have not seen in Cincinnati. And a lot of people are saying it's on the news, but they haven't seen it personally. And my thing about that is, if they bring the National Guard here to Cincinnati, I want to start a campaign, a poppy campaign maybe, because the sale of poppies is, a military donation. I would love to do a campaign, and around each little poppy stem is a note that says, you are not at fault. We don't blame you.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want the National Guard thinking we are the enemy in any way, shape, or form. And I figure if I show up with a bunch of flowers in a wheelchair, they're less likely to shoot me in the leg.
Well, tragically, Sarah Beckstrom said to her boyfriend recently, and he reported this to CNN or whoever was interviewing him. She had no idea why she was there. She told him in confidence, "We're picking up garbage. We're doing menial tasks. This is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody nobody understands why we're here doing this. And the only reason they were there was for a prop, to make a point, a political point.
Yeah.
And look what happens once the administration ratchets
Well,
up this
that
rhetoric
and the
about traitors
increase
and all
of nationalist and authoritarian power to normalize the idea of troops on the streets.
I think they're trying it, but I think people are
It's not going well.
People are seeing it for what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's part
or
of
market.
That's a part of the dismantling of this evil regime as
Yep.
well.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so we got our F Ups of Fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready to take that on?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Lisa, you want to read off the number one matchup here?
I would love to. I can't see it.
Ah, okay. Well,
that's why I always want to be on that side.
Got it. So I've got Trump's complicity in the murder of Sarah Beckstrom, which I just talked about, versus West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrissey announcing deaths of the two National Guardsmen who were victim of that shooting prematurely.
Oh, both of them died?
No, but he announced that they died just
okay.
an hour or two after
okay.
Apparently is seemingly trying to seize upon the opportunity for a political but maybe not.
I say Trump's complicity.
Like. Okay. But you will.
Well,
I'd say the complicity.
Yeah.
I mean, he just basically just shrugged his shoulders and said, "And."
Right.
Yep, Biden did it.
Right.
Which is,
wasn't me. Biden did it.
Yeah. I mean, how old is that? It's been a year now. Biden's been out of office for a year. Come on.
Yeah.
That only lasts so long.
Okay. Okay, I will sit board and see if I can read number 2. How about that?
Okay.
Pete Hegseth's illegal kill them all order on Venezuelan boats versus Trump saying Venezuelan airspace is closed. It's not his place to do so. Okay.
It's a toss-up to me, man.
Yeah. I mean, okay, thus far, Trump closing Venezuelan airspace hasn't ended up in the death of potentially innocent people.
I'm going boats.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
boats.
I'm going with Hegseth on this one.
Okay.
Because the thing is, with Trump saying that Venezuelan airspace is closed, again, he's just one step closer to invasion of Venezuela.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just a matter of time.
No.
Well, I feel like
name the Gulf of Mississippi or something down there.
Well, and I feel like the Hegseth thing that could have immediate or very quick repercussion to that. I feel like that it might not wait on Trump Grandpa Trump to save his ass. He might really come in under the scrutiny of the world for that shit. That's some dark shit.
But what are the consequences?
Right. That's true. All right. What's the third matchup, Lise?
Okay. Trump calling for the executions of the so-called Seditious Six for treason versus Trump peace treaty for Russia and Ukraine written by Russia and translated by Google Docs.
There's a lot of really bad ones that are toss-ups this week.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll just throw in, I'm leaning towards the Russian peace treaty. For this reason, it's got more global ramifications up front.
Yeah, I'm calling for the deaths of
Okay.
senators.
Yeah, same here.
Philip?
But
gotta
I
go
was
with-
right there. I mean, it's a toss-up.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't really cover the Russian peace treaty, but that was a scam. I mean, that was just a total bullshit offer that we made, and there's no way Zelensky would ever.
Putin!
Yeah.
Putin!
Yeah.
There was a guy that was telling Russia how to influence Trump to get what they want.
Witkoff, right?
Witkoff, that's his name.
Right.
Witkoff. Yep.
I'm gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to make it a toss-up. I'm gonna go with
You're gonna
you,
go with
Lisa.
the tie?
I'm gonna agree with.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with the Ukraine thing because that just shows. I mean, not that we needed to know, but Trump. We've always been in bed with Putin since Trump. Both his administrations. We are puppet for Putin for Poopy.
So,
Russia, if you're listening.
Will, you and I don't think we've gone against each other on this.
All right.
Okay.
One,
two,
three, shoot.
I can't see what he's
Paper
got.
and paper.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Paper. Can't see it, Bill. Will.
Rock.
Okay.
Rock.
You covered him.
Paper covers rock. I did paper. So
Paper covers rock. So that's so we're going with the
Ruskies.
Russian treaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4. Lindsey Haligan's. I wanted to say Buckingham. Lindsey Haligan's incompetence as a prosecutor versus Trump's attempt to basically extend Obamacare for 2 years and being rejected by his own party.
Well, considering that Haligan's
fuck-ups go.
Well, considering
that colossal one.
Well, with Haligan, I mean, that was just basically an embarrassment, not just to her, but the entire Trump administration.
Unforced error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really cover it, but just for background, James Comey had his retribution charge against him dropped by a court. The court basically laughed the administration out of the courtroom because Haligan, first of all, did not present the case to the defense,
to the grand jury.
She was the grand jury that she was required to do. Plus, she was not considered legitimate. Basically,
No,
but
she said that
I forget what the exact
she said
words
that there
were,
was some more evidence coming that she didn't have yet. Which
And
she's
then
not
they
allowed
also
to
dropped
do.
the case on Letitia James.
Yeah,
Letitia
both
James,
cases.
right? So I mean, she's the one that's going to pay for that. You know, Trump is a little bit embarrassed because but what it proves is that he's been ineffective in this campaign to prosecute his enemies, basically because of his own incompetence. So.
Yep.
Strategy of hiring the prettiest attorney doesn't always work. Huh?
Nope.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Haligan also. That was pretty bad. That's the definition of a fuck up for sure.
So round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Trump's complicity in the murder of Sarah Beckstrom versus Hegseth's illegal orders.
At this point, I would say Hegseth wins that one.
Yeah, he killed more people and more directly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually think that's the news item of the fortnight. Not just the fuck up, but also the biggest glaring thing is this the shit they could that coupled with
that Trump's release Epstein.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay. Part 2 of round 2. Trump's treaty versus Haligan's incompetence.
Haligan.
Yeah. Trump's treaty is not going to happen. Haligan's incompetence
No.
did happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Hegseth's murders versus Haligan's incompetence.
Hegseth. The blood's on his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is evil versus fuck up, but evil's gonna win. In this
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I revealed my hand already. I think that Hegseth, what he's doing is just disgusting. He's a disgusting
winner?
piece of shit.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Hegseth.
The winner / loser.
Oh, before we go, this lovely headset that I have been modeling is available at, in case you need a gift, Five Below.
All right. Maybe we get the sponsor.
Here you go.
And it gives good. It gives good listen.
There's one thing before we go. I wanted to plug our friend Will Cooper's new podcast called Books and More. He's getting some really good interviews on that. Some very pertinent writers and journalists, and it's on Substack.
Mhm.
There he is.
Yep.
And I know he'll be back with us at some point.
Mhm.
But I got to also give him credit that some of these things he said about the court rulings going against Trump will start to have will start to sink him a little, and that is happening.
Yep.
So he knows of what he's talking, I guess.
Yep, the dominoes are falling.
It's hard to keep that cool head and look to the future sometimes when you're just so pissed off about what's going on. But he's right.
He is right. Yeah. So don't take our foot off the gas. Get complacent. Keep trying to be friendly, but influence people the right way, the most humane and empathetic ways to resolve our problems rather than evil.
And get well soon, Danny.
You guys have a great. Yes, get well soon, Danny.
And Phil.
He made a great
And Phil.
Thanksgiving meal for us before you
Yeah.
checked out. So
Yeah, Danny made the whole Thanksgiving meal.
we had a good time other than that.
Took a lot out of him.
All right. Yeah, right.
Right.
Actually, in a way, it was the salt. And I was like,
Yeah.
why did you use salt? Both of us are on kidney diets.
Right. All right. See you guys next time.
Cheers.
Yep.